Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Raven first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Down at the 20-yard line.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run here with Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tackle made at the 3-yard
Good
line.
first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52. Slam. Hey, what?
Now it's Haskins. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 48.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The quarterback.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Ball carrier.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now it's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Haskins, sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On third down, Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, Jackson flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On the throwaway. Brings up second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brings up second.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. To throw is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
at the
Brandon, perfect
11-yard line.
defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Haskins will throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Open man here, Sam's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First down, Washington. Haskins fighting McLaurin.
1 yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 34.
A gain of 36 yards. And a Raven first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff to Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 31, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 14. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Jackson. That's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Washington 3. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 at the 27-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Switch up.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 7.
The reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
At the 9-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run. Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
At the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Haskins going to throw again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
At the 23-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic?
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Ingram again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 20.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Line 55, eat.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Haskins on the
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
On the keeper.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.